And our next speaker is Marina Adams, and she's from Adore Me. She is I have the channel marketing manager at Adore Me, and she's really going to share. They have this multi-model program which are able to cater to the individual needs. And we're going to hear all about that. So everyone give Marina a big round of applause.
Thank you. Yeah, so as Lisa has mentioned, my name is Marina Adams. I'm here from Adore Me. We've been around for a little over a decade, and I will walk you through what makes our shopping model unique, especially as it pertains to customer loyalty and driving retention. Okay. Great. So I know we've heard a lot about this already today, but to reiterate, context right now is the media space is changing. And if you're a brand that focuses mainly on growth, you're noticing that there are a lot of headwinds. On the platforms, we're seeing the costs continue to rise year over year, especially on platforms like Meta, Google, and we're also seeing impacts that are adding to those factors in terms of data privacy laws. So your targeting isn't really as great as it used to be, and it's harder for you to reach the customers that you're trying to get to. And externally, this year particularly, there are a lot of macroeconomic factors like inflation, layoffs, instability in the banks that are really getting consumers worried about like where is their money going, how are they going to be spending their next dollar. These type of things have been in headlines for the past few months, over years, and the overall arching story is that something has to change. If you're only relying on, performance in terms of growth, you can't really do that anymore. We at Adore Me really like looking at what McKinsey says. We have a lot of ex-consultants on the team, and so this is really just a slide highlighting their insights in terms of loyalty programs and emphasizing the importance of those for overall performance improvement for your brand. So, a recent report said that loyalty really matters because companies need their customers to go back to them again and again. As you can see, there are a lot of stats on the page, but 3 out of 4 members of top performing loyalty programs have changed their behaviors in ways that generate more value for businesses. 64% of people are more likely to purchase more frequently when they're loyal. 31% are more willing to pay a higher price to stay with a brand that they really like. Half are more likely to recommend that brand to others, and 35% of people are more likely to choose that brand over their competitors. And the potential revenue impact from top loyalty programs is really significant. A direct quote is, loyalty programs often are an overlooked area for performance improvement, and they can help offset the ongoing willingness among customers to try new brands and retailers. McKinsey's research has found that top performing loyalty programs can boost revenues from customers who redeem points by 15% to 25% annually by increasing either their purchase frequency or basket size or both. So that being said, a lot of brands are listening to that type of advice, and there are a lot of loyalty efforts that are out there. As you can see, this is just a little snippet of the plethora of different types of programs. They range from memberships to subscription models to loyalty perk type of programs, and they really go across all sectors as different ways to approach loyalty. And there's a good reason for it. Your top customers really hold the most value, and they really should be rewarded. If you're familiar with the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule, it says that 80% of outcomes come from 20% of the causes. So, if it's like a business model example, the top percentage of your customers are really responsible for a huge chunk, an outproportioned chunk of your revenue. So you really need to make sure that you're taking care of those customers especially well. we noticed this rule applied to our customer base at Adore Me. So that kind of also proved to us that it's extra important to make sure that we found a way to retain those customers and make sure that we are able to meet their needs and keep them engaged with our brand. So internally, we asked ourselves, how do we keep these customers engaged? How do we make sure that they can come back for more? And how can we meet their needs? We kind of approached this problem with a unique method, and we created new experiences through our different business models in order to answer this. So I'll give you a little video that kind of sums up what we do at Adore Me.
Hey, do they have your size?
No,
Does anything match?
nothing.
These are still warm.
Only $200. You gotta pay for style.
We gotta get out of here.
I just came for a bra.
At Adore Me, we know shopping for intimates is never a one-size-fits-all experience. Different shoppers have different needs, and we're here for everybody. That's why we offer 3 completely unique ways to shop. Our elite home try-on service. We get it. No one likes dressing rooms, especially when it comes to trying on bras and lingerie. Who wants to deal with cramped rooms and pushy salespeople? It's so hard to get another size or color when you're in that dimly lit room. Adore Me's Elite Box makes your home the new dressing room. With Elite, you get personalized looks delivered straight to your door. To get started, go online and take our style quiz. Let us know what you like and what you don't like, and we'll put together the perfect box for you. You'll receive 3 to 8 items based on your personal style to try on at home for 7 days for just $20 styling fee, which then gets credited towards anything you choose to keep. Once you've decided what you want, it's even easier. Just go to your dashboard to complete your online checkout and tell us what you're keeping. Then return the rest with a prepaid return label. Before you receive your next box, make sure to fill out our fun swiping quizzes. Customers love to vote on their style favorites and build up their wish lists so we can make their next boxes even better. Our Elite Boxes started with intimates, but now have all types of products. Adore Me's Elite Box is bringing the dressing room home straight to you. And then there's our VIP model, an incredibly flexible monthly subscription model for the fashion obsessed. As a VIP, on the first day of every month, you'll get first dibs to a brand new collection. Every set you purchase is $10 off, and every 6th set is free. You'll also get exclusive access to sales and free US shipping and exchanges, always. All you need to do is decide to shop or skip the new collection by the 5th of each month. You can skip as often as you like, and we'll even send you reminders so you don't forget. And even if you do, that's okay. Your store credit never expires. Don't feel like store credit? Just go to your account and click Refund online within 30 days, and you keep your VIP perks. And of course, if you're just browsing, you can always just shop anytime with our pay-as-you-go. Maybe you're looking for a gift for that special someone. No commitment, no frills, just good old-fashioned shopping. At Adore Me, we've always delivered all types of sizes and styles for our customers, and we don't stop there. We offer 3 ways to shop to make sure, whatever your needs are, we're here for it.
Okay, so I really think that video does a great job in explaining our different shopping models and kind of getting an idea of the complexities and the unique features of each one. But to give you a little deep dive and walk through, basically why we think it's special is because with these models, we're able to meet the customer where they are. If you are familiar with the beginning of Adore Me, we actually didn't always have all 3 ways to shop. We started exclusively really with our VIP monthly membership option. So it was always Adore Me's idea to be a membership first type of brand. And so membership and loyalty has been part of our DNA really since day one. And we realized, though, that not everybody wanted to shop that way. Of course, joining a membership is a little bit of takes a lot of like trust in a brand, and if you really aren't familiar with them, you're not really going to sign up right away. And that's why we developed the pay-as-you-go model, which is our a la carte model. It's really good for first-time buyers and people who aren't 100% familiar with the product, so there are no commitments, as well as the gifting aspect that we talked about. We also spun off our VIP membership into the Elite Home Try-On, which is more of like an experiential type of service, where customers are able to pick out what they want with no commitment of purchasing, but they get a personal kind of box that is styled to their preferences, sent to their home. They get to try on what they want, and then whatever they keep, they get charged for, and everything else that they don't want, they send back. So with those three, we really think that we're able to meet different customer needs by still giving them an overarching unique brand experience. So what we like to say is, while most brands like to focus on giving customers choice in the products that they're able to choose, and we do that with like our range of sizes as well as the styles and the colors, Adore Me likes to take it a step further, and we give customers choice in the way that they can shop. So you might be asking, why did we settle on these three? It really had to do with what we saw with our customers and the personas that they displayed. And so we developed each of the shopping models that were able to kind of fit the needs of each one. So we found that our elite persona is really driven by discovery and convenience. So they like the idea of the brand, but they don't really know where to start. But they also really like the convenience of not having to go into the store and everything sent to them. So that's why we just, they're being served by a subscription model. You, like the video said, receive a few styles. You know, you get to keep them at home, have a week to try them on, and you can return whatever that you don't want. And there's certain perks that are exclusively for Elite that kind of re-emphasize that type of experience. The VIP persona is more driven by perks and deals, and so we service them with the membership program. When they join the monthly subscription, they get deducted a membership fee that goes towards whatever they choose to buy, and everything that they choose from our website is at a discounted price. They get exclusive sales that are only for VIPs. They get a very attractive welcome offer as well, and they get rewards to get free sets if they shop a certain amount. And then the pay-as-you-go persona is really driven by freedom and flexibility. So like I said, they don't want to sign up for a membership, and that's okay. So we allow them to shop our whole site with, you know, their ease and leisure, and we also give them some perks at that level too. Now I'm going to go into a deep dive of VIP and kind of what we think makes it special. So for us, our VIP program drives loyalty and monthly engagement, which is really you know, key in terms of like the longevity of bringing back a customer. So our VIP customer usually age range is between 25 and 45. She's a fashionista and she really likes exclusivity. So the idea of that she's getting access to something that other people don't have. So you know, we serve them with a monthly showroom, which is really unique to the VIP program. Basically, every month we have a new collection that drops, and their showroom displays styles that we really think that they will be interested in, new designs, you know, that are up and coming and trendy, and that's a monthly thing. On the first of the month, there's a new showroom. They get the flexibility with the shop or skip. You know, by the 5th of the month, they can decide whether or not they want to be charged. If they don't want to get charged for that month, they can simply skip and then it doesn't happen. Or, you know, if they get charged and they don't want to shop, those points never expire, so they'll just roll over to the next time they want to shop. And they enjoy VIP perks, so members only like discounts and promotions that are exclusively for this VIP customer. So why this works for us is that the model really has built-in engagement. You know, with our monthly showrooms, it brings customers back. Our website traffic always peaks at the first of the month and then kind of goes back, but it's a cyclical thing where customers expect the new showroom and they anticipate it and they always come back to see what's available. And that being said, people really do look forward to seeing the new products. And they really enjoy the sales that are exclusive to the VIP tier. They also enjoy the flexibility with the shop and skip. So customers typically shop between 3 and 4 times a year, and they can skip the other months, or like I said, they can save up their points and use them for like big time purchases and like a little self-treat type of moment. So for our elite subscription model, we see the value because it's a personalized subscription model that is really complex. It essentially is an entire different business that we've incorporated into Adore Me, but it drives a lot of retention. And we also see it's our highest value customer. So we really are proud of what we've been able to build here. Like I said, it's a subscription box and it's a monthly cadence, so retention is naturally built in with this model as well. But we feel like we're completely reinventing the way that people shop to drive retention and loyalty. And we think that it's kind of like the natural next evolution of a typical VIP membership program like I described before. Our service with Elite is really personalized and very complex logistics, but at the same time, we do think that it's worth it since we get the highest value customer segment out of it. So kind of like to dive into like the complexities of what makes Elite unique is we have, the relationship between the warehouse, the stylist, and the customer, where the warehouse has to take information in terms of, the shipments that are going out to the customer, but also the returns of the styles that they don't want to wear. We have to do inventory management between the stylist's kind of recommendations and also like what products that we have. Between the stylist and the customer takes the personalization quizzes and also tells like the stylist like what styles they really want to see and what they don't want to see, and then the stylist obviously has to take that information into account in order to send the customer the correct product. So all in all, it's very different from a typical e-commerce type of way to shop, but we really think that it is worth it because it brings a lot of value. So wrapping up some key takeaways from today, we know that it's really time to double down on retention efforts from brands across the board. We really found a value in meeting the customer the way they are. We really value choice and highlighting that choice through the way that customers are able to shop and not limiting from one option, but really giving them 3. We drive perks and rewards for ongoing engagement through our VIP program, and we provide them with personalized experiences with Elite. And the last thing, which I think a lot of people kind of have said it earlier today and will be probably reiterated, is keep evolving. What worked in the past might not always work, so we started out as VIP, but we realized that there had to be other options for our customers, and really just digging into what resonates with the customers, which is how we decided to hone in on 3 different models. How do the customers define value? How are we providing it? And what more can we be doing to meet their needs? Thank you.
Do you have any questions for Marina? I actually am curious. Oh, did I see the lights are hard? But I wanted to find out in terms of when you're talking, it seems like the Elite is really the one that seems to be working the best for you guys. But are you trying to upsell in terms of the people who are maybe going into, okay, I'm just going to buy it as I need it, but then is there something that's going on to try to sort of bring them up the ladder there?
Yeah, we do have some upsell and cross-sell efforts, but we've actually found that our customer personas are pretty distinct. And so the percentage of people that shop, like start one way and kind of switch over isn't too high. And I think it's because of the way that the models have been developed are like, to fit really distinct reasons to buy. We do find a lot of value in Elite, and so we really try to acquire a customer as an Elite customer rather than seeing how we can convince somebody who likes to pay as you go and not commit to a subscription to, start subscribing.
Well, also, as in, you guys are native D2C, and so do you somehow connect this with the in-store? Like, is there, in terms of even just data and are you seeing an uptick when you have more people online buying from whatever different shopping model, and then maybe that they go in-store because whether they're returning or just now they want something else? Is there a connection there? Are you seeing, as we've been talking omni-channel, are you seeing more of that?
Yeah, so our in-store model is there's no like subscription or it doesn't translate in that way. But we do see a lot of times customers who maybe were only aware that we were online, discovering that there is a store by them, maybe by like our social media post or something like that, and shopping in store as well as online. I think that that is another important factor outside of just being available and giving customer choice online. We're able to fulfill that physically in the areas that we do have a retail presence because some people really do like to actually see the product, touch it, and be able to experience it before they commit to a purchase.
Got it. All right, well, everyone give Marina a big round of applause.